Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh, and hi, my name is Najiha Binti Khatamarazi, and I would like to present my final project. My final project title is Chat2U. Before I proceed, I would like to tell you that I was supervised by Miss Anis Afika Binti Sharif. So I would like to introduce my system. So what is Chat2U? Chat2U is a web-based anonymous chat for counselling and emotional support for UiTMJasin students. So the main function of the system, the students can chat anonymously with their counsellor and the other user of the system. And secondly, the counsellor can add the self-help function. Self-help function is tips and information regarding to the field related. For instances, a counsellor can add the information and tips on how students have to manage their time. Instances how to study during this COVID-19 pandemic. So all that things the counsellor can add to the system. The holder of this project is Unit Counselling and Kerjaya UiTMJasin Melaka. UKK is an organisation that provides counselling services and career development to the students as following the UiTM desire to produce a highly demanded graduate that are marketable and qualified. So the current process of the UKK is the students can have counselling with their counsellor at their office, but before that the students have to make an appointment first with the counsellor. In the early development of the system, there have been some problems that have been recognized. So first, there is no proper platform for students whom require counselling service and emotional support without they have to open up themselves to the counsellor. And second, time constraint for the counsellor to fulfill their annual quota in counselling students, as the students did not want to come to the counselling. So basically, the problem statement that I have stated earlier was found from the gathering requirement and analysis phase, which is that have been conducted in the early period of this project. So from that, the survey on the student preference on counselling has been conducted to them, and the results stated that 82.9% of respondents never go to UKK, while 94.3% of respondents never ever do any consultation with any counsellor at UKK. And the main reasons why the students did not ever went to the counselling because 51.7% feel shy and discouraged to open up their problem and privacy matters, while 6.9% do not know that they can get a counselling service there, 3.4% feel it is burden to work there, and 37.8% is others. And one of the counsellors that I have interviewed stated that every year a counsellor has to reach the benchmark that have been set by their superior. To be exact, they have to consult 250 students by the end of the year, but sadly, it is a problem to them that the students resist to meet them and seek their counselling. So, from the problem statement aroused, the proper solution is to build an anonymous chat web that can let students to chat with their counsellor without revealing themselves, and without they have to open up their self to the counsellor. And the counsellor also can easily consult their student within one system application. And then the methodology that I apply to this project is waterfall model. So basically they have 3 phases, which is gather and analysis requirement phase, design phase, and implementation phase. So now I will demonstrate the system. So first, create an account for the counsellor. The counsellor can register the account. So they have to enter their staff ID, their full name, their email, and their password. And then they can register to the system. So the counsellor can view their profile, and they can edit their profile too. They also can add the new self-help to the system. So enter the title in the body, and they can view their self-help that they just created, and they can edit too. And they can delete their self-help. And for the chat, as for now, there was no one in their chat list as there is no one that online. So I will register an account for the student. So the student will enter their student ID. Their username. Their email. And their password. And they can register to the system. And then they can view their profile. And they can edit through their profile. They can view the self-help that have been created by the counselor. And they can chat with the counselor and the other students that are online at that time. They can enter the messages that they want to send and click the send button. So the student just send the message to the counselor. So the counselor will receive the message that the student sent. And then can view the chat, the message that the student that have sent to them. And they can reply the messages to the student. So this is the demonstration how the system functions to send and receive the message from the different user. So now I will demonstrate for the admin account. The admin can access to the both index page of the system. So this is the view of the administrator of the system, and then the admin can view their profile, and they can edit too, like the other user. And then for the manage user, the admin can view, update and delete the other user account. So there might be a little problem with the delete account. but the admin can add the new account. And the admin also can monitor the chats. And they also can manage the self-help. Besides the counselor, the admin can also manage the self-help.